If you have your books of Abadar, please turn with me to the Order of Numbers, page 483, Rule of Acquisition number 9. Opportunity plus instinct equals profit. Hey everyone, John Thomas here from Southern Tom Foolery's Starfinder campaign Against the Aeon Throne. I play the character Xenophanes 5, the nerdy and soft-spoken android, CFO of the Apollo Protection Agency, and best friend to the hulking lizard man Titanium Mike. When asked what I wanted to talk about with our faithful listeners, I jumped on the opportunity to provide some of the lore of Starfinder. And what better way than to start this than with the Abadar Corp. Starting off, Abadar Corp is without a doubt the most powerful and influential organization in the Pact Worlds. This organization is guided by the tenets of Abadar, one of Paizo's pre-Gap deities whose influence spans both Pathfinder and Starfinder. In the setting of Starfinder, we find it has evolved into a divine conglomerate and has as many regional offices as there are civilized worlds to support them. Their headquarters, called the Golden Vault, is located on the ring of Absalom Station. Inside the Cathedral Bank, congregants worship or attend free financial literacy courses while secular customers negotiate with representatives for loans, product placement in Abadar Corp stores, or the blessing and witnessing of contracts. They own and operate the manufacturing plants that craft the parts and products, handle the logistics and transportation of both magical and technological products, and the sale of said products. They manage the finances and the banks that provide that financing. They were even the ones who established the credit as the common unit of currency in the Pact Worlds. Of course, being a monopoly, not everyone's happy that they also serve as the Pact World's financial regulatory arm and banking facilitator. It's like if Amazon founded and operated the International Monetary Fund, was the highest contributor of that fund, and had the wealth and leverage to become the de facto global financial system for the Pact Worlds. That's a mouthful. With all that being said, Abadar is a deity who promotes peace, prosperity, education, civilization, and commerce. I mean, that all sounds pretty good to me. What do you think? Anyway, enough out of me. On with the show. Let's get ready for aiding and Aibretting.
All right. Well, we're back for another round of this. I think last episode we left it at a kind of a real cheerful spot, right?
You might say something like that.
It's like
cheerful or cheerful?
I said cheerful. It was like a birthday party memory or something like that, right?
Right.
No.
Oh wait, no, it wasn't that.
Hey,
Death Day? Maybe.
Yeah,
I honestly thought it was going to be the birth of Batman.
little.
How mad are you at me right now? Like pretty mad? Mostly mad? Kind of mad?
Yep.
He's really mad. Like
I think he's at least like 48 out of 55 mad at
Clean 48 out of 55.
Clean 48 out of 55. Well, yeah, like I really wanted to make sure you hate the Aslantes, so just pretend like they're me, and I think that you'll do just fine.
Hey, you are wearing green.
I actually switched into a green shirt.
Oh, wow.
I'm really trying to dig that knife in.
Yeah.
Ouch.
Ouch.
I don't necessarily think a recap of all that's necessary.
Tell us a little bit about what's going on in the village here.
Right. So, well, the first thing, you can't really see too much of the village because it's nighttime, and you're coming out like right here, right out of the right. I say right here on the map. You're on the very north side of the colony, and the forest edges right up against to the back of Aibrett's junk shop. And you see this kind of tin siding, and Jellik kind of waves you through. Shh, all right, let's go see what my ex-wife is up to. And he walks out first, and he very stealthily pulls a little panel open and kind of waves you into the opening.
So as fella's going through, like passing by Jellik, says, "So, is your ex-wife? Is that right?"
I wouldn't advise bringing it up too much in front of her. Get on in there. Shh, come on.
Hey,
you've already caused us enough trouble with your talking.
Hey, just okay, fine. I'm going.
So he goes. I assume everybody goes in after him, right?
Yeah.
So you see, this mechanic's workshop consists of 3 interconnected, prefabricated modules, each the size of a shipping container. Central module is open on one side and appears to be a repair bay. Although the tool chest, spools of wire, and broken equipment stacked haphazardly around the area imply that the repairs are slow going at best. Storage crates, broken furniture, and scrapped engines litter the yard around the junk shop. A short metal fence surrounds the yard, separating the chaos within from the orderly paths and shrubs of surrounding colonist modules. When you come in, you see a kind of an older, tawny-skinned, thick-set woman with long fingers and a piercing gaze. She has wavy brown hair and is pulled back into a messy bun to keep it out of the way. She looks at Jellik with a bit of a scowl and then sees the rest of you come in. She is played by Sarah Ramirez. Do y'all know who that is?
What is she in?
Okay, so she was in Grey's Anatomy.
Yeah, I mean, after the quick Google there, I know exactly who you're talking about.
Yeah, so she was in... her claim to fame is Grey's Anatomy. She's also in Madam's Secretary. She was in Spider-Man. You've Got Mail. But, her main role was Grey's Anatomy. Anyway, she's there. She's who we got cast for this. And then I actually have a handout for you as well.
Okay. It's a good pick for.
Was that
Thanks.
Aibretting?
Aibretting. Mm-hmm. So when you guys come in, she kind of scrambles. She wasn't expecting guests, and she, in her main living area, in the living room, as you might call it, she takes a couple broken data pads off the couch and starts picking up some dishes and taking it into the kitchen and makes some space for you to sit in her domicile.
Yeah, I go take a much needed sit.
Jellik, meanwhile, just through an exchange of glances between him and Aibretta, she kind of gives him a scowl and then just points into the kitchen, and he goes in there to start fixing some refreshments.
I just keep standing. I'm scared to sit on any of the furniture.
She says to you, so who the hell are y'all, and why are you running with my ex-husband?
Well, we sort of ran into him, ma'am, but...
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
We're just catching Emily off guard left and right tonight.
Like not ready. I should have had some caffeine or something. No, but yeah. So Abretta, is it? Yes.
Yes.
Hello, I am Nariko Zivarajni. Please call me Ziva.
Oh my, isn't that a mouthful? It's a
Yes,
pretty name though.
Thank you very much. I enjoy yours as well. But to cut past the formalities, we are actually here on the request of Sedona.
What has Jellik told you? That Sedona has been captured by these fuckers that are out here in my yard?
Maybe not. Maybe not so loud.
I don't think we
worry.
knew that either.
We did.
Oh, did we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my character is stupid, so it's fine.
No.
Well, he's a little distracted at the moment.
I was gonna say.
with his feelings. Like I think that's certainly understandable to
Be a little upset.
Mm-hmm.
Just a skinch, if you will.
She said, "No, they can't hear me. Don't worry about it. Trust me. I wouldn't put us in danger. I'm just talking a little shit.
Gotta get it out.
Come on, Jellik, bring that tea. I'm thirsty. I'm sure our guests and your soon to be no longer friends, as they get to know you like I do, need something to eat and something to drink. All right, so you're here to bring supplies to us, huh? Well, where are they? I don't see them on your back. I'm just kidding. I know it's probably in the ship. But where's your ship?
It's a few miles away.
You say you're smart. You must be the pilot, huh?
Yeah, you might say that.
Well, I did say that, but it's cool.
Or in Vance.
And she extends like kind of a grease-covered hand. As I said, with long fingers. She says, Abritta Folsom.
Abretta, I just need to say this. I very much enjoy you. You are a woman close to my heart. I'm so glad I'm glad we have encountered you.
Well, that's very nice of you to say. Most people around here find me a bit ornery.
You are refreshing.
Honestly, I kind of like it.
Being said,
maybe Jellik's good for something after all. It seems like he's found some right good people. So the situation is pretty dire here. I don't know if you're aware, but we are currently under Aslanti occupation.
Yeah, well, Jelly there told us about it.
also we have encountered a few of these Aslanti assholes.
Oh, you did? And you're still standing here. Hell, that's quite something. And Jellik from the kitchen goes, yeah, well, I killed one myself.
You didn't do anything, man. Sit down.
But no, I did. All right. But I did kill one. He's like muttering, but before I came on you, I did.
He at least got us here. He got us here. So he did a little something more.
To scoot back just real quick, like Ziva kind of throws a glance at Oren when she says the statement about like, well, you're still standing, and so she's just like, thanks to the help of a good crew member. And she just kind of nods, and, like appreciation.
He just sort of like shakes it off, just real low key.
Well, yes, I mean, so I'm afraid that you have come during a most inopportune time for you, but perhaps an opportune time for myself. The Aslanti don't know it, but a few of us have been coordinating a resistance to their occupation. I've been in charge of that. We don't have all the pieces that we need just yet, but with you on our side, perhaps we do. The first step is to weaken the Aslanti. Those sons of bitches out there.
All right.
Again with the yelling and the shouting in the middle of the night.
They said it's fine. All right, well, I'll join.
Well, all right. Easy there, big lizard.
I don't care. I'll join.
Big lizard.
Hey
there, big lizard.
Hey there, big lizard. A few targeted strikes. Well, good. I'm glad to hear that you're with us. Let me tell you that a few targeted strikes around town can reduce their numbers, weaken their defenses, or both. In between, you're welcome to hide out here. After that, you've done a little damage. Perhaps a direct attack on the garrison can flush the Aslanti out and free our prisoners. We need our leader back. We need our lead scientist, Sedona, back. And the rest of us, we'll round up any survivors, disarm them, and take back our settlement. So, Big Lizard's with me. What about the rest of y'all?
We sure aren't going to turn over our arms and surrender to the Aslanti Empire, are we?
Of course not.
So, like, I've got a name, right?
Well, lay it on me there, Big Lizard.
Well, you can call me either Titanium Mike or just Mike. It's fine. But I'm not
wait a minute.
Big Lizard.
Titanium Mike.
Yeah,
You're Titanium.
Yeah,
that makes a whole shitload of sense to me. What the fuck are you doing out here? Aren't you punching somebody?
Well, I've done that on the way. And,
yeah, but didn't you really like lose bad? Last time I saw you had like a championship.
All right, maybe you'll just like accept that I joined your thing and not like poke salt right in my wounds.
Oh, all right. He's a touchy lizard, ain't he? All right, Mike. Titanium Mike.
You want to
No, I don't.
Zeno kind of interjects, and he's just gonna say, "Hello, my name is Zeno, and thank you again for letting us stay and recuperate here. We very much appreciate it. I was wondering if perhaps you could look at this, and without a second glance, just grab the badge off of Mike.
And Mike spins around and storms off.
Yeah.
Yeah, you take that, motherfuckers.
And she like, you notice her give kind of like she gives a look to you to where she kind of feels little regret at pushing you. She doesn't know what's going on in your head, you know. As I said, she's kind of ornery and curmudgeonly, but she didn't mean to offend you. But she doesn't do anything with you just yet. She looks at the badge and says, "Oh yeah, this it's like I've seen a couple of them wearing them badges. They kind of light up from time to time.
Is there any way that you can modify this?"
Well, it'll take me quite some time considering that they got everything locked up.
Okay, how long?
Well, what do you want modified?
I would like to have this modified to where we could identify where Aslanti are around the premises. If perhaps we could see them before they turn around a corner, perhaps.
So you want me to turn this little thing here that kind of senses motion into some sort of hologram projector that tells you where every Aslanti is? If I could do that, do you think I'd be in the position that I'm in right now?
Perhaps not so much as a holographic projector. I understand that the tech does not support it, but I was wondering if perhaps you could attune it to where every Aslanti that comes by blinks a certain color rather than just going off with...
She looks at you kind of like, tell you what, I'll take a look at it. I'll get it fixed right up for you. I'll have it do just that. I'll make sure that this thing censors anytime somebody comes near us. Give me just some time, and I'll fix it up. And she's just like kind of rolling her eyes as she says it.
It like literally
Thank you very much.
already lights up.
Right.
Anyone comes near us.
In other words, a hostile target versus a commoner, versus a villager, a colonist. That's what I was trying to.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
An Aslanti detector. That's it.
Yeah, an Aslanti detector, exactly. Yeah.
No, in all seriousness, no. there's nothing that can do that.
I was just wondering.
So look,
mechanics skill.
If you would think about it, though, the best thing you can do with it is for someone to attune it and attune it to the max number of people that are friendlies, so you always know where they are, even if they're out of normal visible range.
Sure, that would work if
then if you come across enemies, maybe be able to attune it to them.
Anyway,
she, as you guys are kind of having that conversation amongst yourselves, she kind of steps. She says, "Before we get into the things that I need you to do, please." Drink, eat, take some rest. You guys can, I guess, spend a resolve to recover your. Well, you're going to get a long rest here, so. So she goes over to Mike, and she kind of like gently puts her hand on your shoulder. Says, "Mike."
Yeah, what you need?
Listen, I want to apologize for my demeanor. Sometimes I can talk before I think, and. Listen, I'm just busting chops. It's tense around here, and I apologize. I didn't mean to stir up anything bad. You were the first to jump on joining this resistance, and I see that you're passionate about destroying the Aslanti. So please, can we start over? My name is Aibretting, and you are Titanium Mike.
Yeah, you got that right.
All right, listen, why don't you calm down? Sit with the rest of us and take a load off. Don't worry. I have fabricated these seats to endure the massive might that you present before me.
Well, look, if we've got the right to stay here for a night, I can take my fucking armor off, right?
Yeah, of course.
All right, sweet. Well, I probably won't be as much of a danger to your furniture as before if I can take that off. I just want to say I'm sorry, but I don't like talking about my past unless it's about my boxing career is fine, but that last match was a doozy.
She says, yes, I understand. We all have things that we don't want to talk about, and she kind of quickly glances towards Jellik, like involuntarily as she says that.
Oh, that's so sad.
So yeah, you guys kind of can take a moment to talk to each other. You've arrived. She can be in your business as much as you want her to be. She'll make scarce if you guys want to talk amongst yourselves. But this is an opportunity to kind of collect your thoughts. I mean, it was a rough day. You started this day coming out of the drift and attacked by 2 Aslanti drones, and then had to fight your way into Madelon's landing, unable to deliver the goods that you were supposed to deliver, and the person that you were supposed to meet is now captured. So I don't, how are y'all feeling about this? Let's do a little check-in.
All right, so Oren is tired, and he is going to find some corner, couch or chair to like curl up in with his eye on the door and his rifle folded over his arms, and he's going to just pass out and just like snore a little bit,
Yeah, I could definitely see Oren
throughout the the rest of the evening.
Fell looks at Oren and says to everybody, "It's like, God, he can fall asleep fucking anywhere. I've never seen somebody be able to do that. But I guess a year sitting on your ass will do that to you."
All right.
Zeno is going to run a level 1 diagnostic on himself and just sit in the corner, just staring at nothing.
Captain, you arranged this crew. You got anything to say to your team?
Siva is honestly just kind of taken aback by this whole encounter. This was not at all what she was anticipating. But she just kind of looks around at everybody and sees sort of who they are and what they bring to the table. And she's not going to say anything out loud, but through telepathy, she's just going to kind of like send to all of them kind of a bit of a mental image of just like peaceful things and just a feeling of warmth and appreciation.
That's dope. I
Nice,
like it.
nice.
I like it.
So,
Fell's kind of freaked out about that.
Orin sleeps like a baby.
Yeah, his snoring stops.
One
Sunless smile.
real
from
quick that I
Tino.
did want to do is go and ask Abrita. I'm sorry, do you have a blanket or something? Maybe.
Well, I got a tart.
Never mind. And so Ziva is gonna like take off her little like capey doodad that she's been wearing and just kind of drape it over Oron.
Jellik sees you do that, and he actually goes to the bedroom and pulls a blanket out, like his blanket, and gives it to you.
Thank you, Jellik.
Says, sometimes you just have to take care of the ladies. And he says that like looking at Abretta. You're like, sometimes you just gotta be polite and take care. And Abretta just kind of smirks a little bit, and then like the scowl comes back, you know.
So Mike finds where the captain is kind of nestled and comes and slams down in the corner next to her and says, so anyway, I just wanted to speak with you for a minute, if that's all right.
Of course, Mikael. Of course.
It's Mike, but all right.
Nope.
Look, I know it's been weird, but like, are we doing all right? Are you doing all right? I don't know. I'm not doing all right. So I just want to talk to somebody, right?
Fell's sitting there. I'm assuming I'm still in earshot because we're right next to each other, right? We're in the same room.
Oh shit! I didn't see you there, Slender Man.
Hey, yeah, yeah. Look, I'm not doing my thing I tried to do earlier. But I forgot about the second skin. But you know,
Yes, I was sorry. I was wondering what exactly you were doing in the middle of the jungle, but to each his own, I suppose.
So look, what I was doing, and he just kind of sits and like puts his hand on the chair that he's sitting on.
Oh, here's the jacket, by the way.
I appreciate that. But he puts his hand on the chair, and you see his skin change to mimic the pattern of the chair on his hand.
Well, that is very handy, I suppose.
So I need to find like, I don't know, a force field or something that you know you can see through. So that I can do that. I can hide if I need to, but yeah, I ain't got that right now. So, but anyways, Mike, go ahead, continue. Sorry,
That was really like really good, good thing to interrupt with there. You know?
Yeah, so like,
perfect interjection, Phil.
Look at this.
So like, I'm emotionally vulnerable, and your response is I'm a chameleon, right?
Look, I'm not good at these things. Okay, like I'll listen if you want to talk. I tell you what, I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna just shut up, and you can do that again. I'm gonna just be here.
Saying I legitimately didn't know you were in.
He's already doing his camouflage. He does not even have to be naked.
Anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow, right?
No, come. And Ziva's going to kind of get up and kind of walk over to the corner or like away from everybody and be like, come, Michael, let's talk for a moment, please.
Fell kind of awkwardly leaves. And see what Brad is doing wants to go check out her shop.
Yes, no, I do not. I cannot do battle as well as you, but I can always listen, and I'm always glad to do so. So please, feel free to talk.
Look, so I just, I think of you as the captain. I want, for one, for you to think as you as the captain, right? Mm-hmm. Be the captain. Do that job. All right? We all got jobs. That's your job. All right?
Indeed, yes, indeed.
I'm sorry. I know that's coming on strong. But I got interrupted by a chameleon.
I don't know that you could come off any other way, Mikael.
Yeah. But no, I mean, that's just my advice. I want you to be there and be in charge like you're supposed to be. Now, that said, I'm kind of in a weird way. I don't know. I've been thinking about this Islante stuff, and they're just the worst. They killed me mom. Did you know that? They killed me mom.
I'm sorry. I didn't know that you mentioned before that your home planet was taken by them. That is bad enough, but to have mother lost from it, I am very sorry, Mikael. And she just kind of puts her hand on your, probably forearm because she can't reach your shoulder. But yeah, she just tries to like pour as much tender appreciation into that touch.
Well, yeah, you seem a tender soul, right? So, like, I don't know how to talk to people in any way, shape, or form, but I needed to real bad. And and he's like, so he doesn't know how to do this. He has no idea, how to do this. But, he just came to you and you showed him some kindness. He's like,
I imagine Mike hasn't really thought about that in quite some time until
25 years. Yeah,
it's been a minute.
But yeah, I'm just in a bad way. I've been thinking a lot, and I don't know why it brought up that I think you need to be a captain. You need to do that.
I will.
When you intimidated me like you did, I just want to say you really did. Like, I said, "Oh, thank God!" when I made that shot, right?
Oh, really? I did too. That's wonderful. Okay, we'll see you on the same side.
Yeah. So just do that. Just be that.
Try to be this person you want me to be. I will follow your example.
I can't be tough by myself. And he just kind of shrugs off a tear and says, "All right, we'll see you." And he goes and cut up, nestles in a corner feeling like shit.
Okay. So it's the next morning, and Abretta kind of wakes you all up with just clang. She's clanging in the shop. Clang, 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 clang.
Enough.
And Jellik comes in, kind of shaking, says, "Oh, I'm sorry. This is how it is at her junk shop. You're going to wake up at 6:30 in the morning every day. But I did make some breakfast for you." And
Ziva is already awake, by the way.
Nice. And he's got some scrambled eggs and some fruit that he's the scrambled eggs look awesome, even though they're powdered eggs. But the fruit, he went through all this effort to make a fruit tray, He says,
he's trying.
Yeah. I really recommend that you eat before Abretta is finished with her morning work, because once she starts to set you to task, she's going to expect you to go pretty quickly, I think. And then at that moment, the clanging stops, and he kind of shuffles back into the kitchen and starts cleaning up. As she walks in, she says, "Oh, well, I see y'all are all early risers like myself."
Yeah,
you might say that.
So I just wanted to go ahead and volunteer for one of the tasks you're going to throw at us.
Oh, well, I thought that we had already established that. I think most of these tasks are going to take you working as a team to do it.
I slip off into the kitchen and start eating before she can assign me anything to do.
I was legit just trying to give you guys more time.
Nice.
Can't have water.
Right. So you go in, kind of sneak in and start scarfing down or whatever. And she's talking loud enough that you can still hear her in the kitchen. So she's going to go through a few different missions. Let me get through them. Just make vague notes about them, and we'll give you more details. But you have kind of some options here. So the first thing she says is, "Well, Jellik told me last night that you guys ran into some Hobgars, yes? Well, they constantly plague our colony. They are attracted to technology. They're attracted to the electricity. But we have a few contained in a trap at the top of a tall pole in the center of town. And I think if you can open these, we've since put up some barriers around so they don't come in here anymore. But we got these 4 that we just kind of keep. And I think if you let them out, you'd cause a bit of a disruption. You might mess up some of the technologies of the Aslanti. As we know how to deal with them, I'm not sure that the Aslanti have quite figured it out. So there's that. Also, there's a group of cadets that patrol the settlement, and they're bullying colonists real bad. I think you ought to eliminate this patrol. It'd do a lot for the morale of this colony, and will also dwindle their numbers, which is what we need to do before we make an attack on their garrison. There is a route, their patrol route takes them near our small cemetery, which would provide a great ambush spot for you to jump on them while being far enough away from the rest of the colony to not raise any alarms. So I suggest you could cut through the forest and go around to the back and hide out there and wait for them and set up on them. But make sure if you do that you kill them quick and kill them fast, and make sure they're dead. Double tap them if you got to, because we don't want them raising the alarms or the suspicions that you're here. We also have a moisture collector. As you can tell, we're perpetually living in fog, so we don't get much rain, and there's not a lot of natural water around here, but we draw the water out of the fog. The Aslanti are rationing water to keep us in line. It's not their water. Anyway, I think that if you could liberate that moisture collector from the Aslanti control, again, that would help. Finally, our leader, Madelon, he is a Lashunta. He is a priest of Abadar, and he set up a little temple. I don't know if you also know Abadar Corp kind of funding this whole shindig right here.
Yeah, I'm all too familiar.
Yeah, I had my reservations too, but they seem to keep us pretty well supplied. And anyways, Madelon, he got captured. Got captured by the Aslanti. And he had some information about what Sedona found out in that old that shipwreck site. But he was captured before he could tell us, and I damn think that might be something useful for us. So he might have something in his house. Now you can go through there and check it out, and I even have the passcode to his personal entrance. See if you can find something there. I haven't had a chance to go look, and I think that they know me. They've been asking me to repair all their weapons and stuff. So I'm kind of busy. I got to stay here and look busy, but perhaps you can go there. In any case, if you take out one of these missions, perhaps we could make some progress in this resistance that we got going on.
I think that any of these would be very good for, as you say, causing a bit of a disturbance and increasing our information. Personally, I think we should go the least invasive option first.
There's 4 options. There's releasing the Hobgars. There's the ambush at the cemetery. There's freeing the moisture collector and going to Madelon's house. So this, meanwhile, she's charting out. She's like roughly drawing out a map of the colony, and she points to you to where each of these things are. She points on the map and she says, here is where the Hobgars are, and that's F on the map, which is kind of right in the center of town. Then there is the cemetery, which is G, which is on the northeast part of the colony. And then the moisture collector is at H right here, which is kind of in between a lot of the domicile modules. Madelon's house is this L-shaped one here, which there's his living quarters, and then the temple is connected to it.
So where are we?
You are in D at the very north.
Okay, cool. Very nice.
So, as to your point, Captain, doing a least intrusive one, what you think is the right one for that?
Personally, I think going into Madelon's house may be the
least intrusive,
or the least to let our captors, as you were, know that we are here. I think if we start killing their cadets first thing, they will become a little bit suspicious. If the moisture capture goes down, they will be suspicious. But we won't necessarily be taking or doing anything obtuse in Madelon's house. Yes? Does this track?
I mean, yeah, it makes sense to me.
He's like the most important person in town. Yep, makes sense.
Visiting Madelon's house could definitely requires some stealth.
Stealth, yeah.
Yes, and it would be in our interest to get more information before we proceed to any other objectives, as they would be secondary to gathering more information.
As you're talking, Abretta kind of tells you that, you could use the forest to your advantage. You could dip back out the back, go around the forest, and come into the back of this. As I said, this is Madelon's
Yeah, definitely.
house.
That would be the best course of action.
Absolutely.
Because we can't march Titanium Mike down the street.
No.
Yeah, which is why I was quite sarcastic about this.
Well, all the options are going to have that problem, right?
I mean, if you guys
also, you guys took a long rest, so you get you don't get any HP back. Well, you do. Sorry, let's do this one step at a time. Get any resolve. I don't think you guys use any resolve. You get all your stamina back. So you get your stamina back, and then you get HP back. I think it's like equal to your level plus. You get 1 HP per character level.
Oh, wow.
So 1.
If you were hit into your HP, yeah.
I think I was the only one that did that, yes?
So you're still missing some HP, right?
Yes, I'm still missing 2 HP.
Okay. So in the morning, as we're gathering things up, Oren's going to go up to Zeva and say, "Hey, you doing okay? Took a pretty bad hit yesterday."
I have had better, but I'm okay. I'm still a little sore, as it were.
Let me take a look. And I am going to use my class feature, which is called Mystic Cure. And I can do it once per day. Or it's called Healing Touch. Excuse me. Mystic Cure is my spell. Healing Touch is what it's called. So I can spend 10 minutes to magically heal an ally up to 5 hit points per mystic level.
Nice.
So Oren will just sort of like, with his star magic, patch up the remainder of her wounds.
So
and
go ahead.
And I'll just be like, be careful out there, okay?
That's only HP though. That's not stamina.
You get all your stamina
back.
Gathered all our stamina.
Oh, she gets okay.
Yeah.
Everybody gets all their stamina back.
Thank you very much. I feel 1,000 times better. And yes, I will be much more cautious going forward. I always keep an eye out for those blue little monkey bastards, yes? And she kind of winks.
Yeah, that and more. And so wherever we're heading off to, we'll go regroup.
All right.
Okay. So the decision was to go to
Madelon's
house.
Yeah.
Is that...
Yeah.
You're the captain.
You're the captain.
I'm a captain, but I like a little bit of,
A second opinion.
The second opinion, yes. This is...
I mean, I already
How do you say the second opinion?
So information is paramount.
Okay. So you guys kind of work your way through the forest, staying hidden. Again, the fog actually is very helpful in this situation. Even in open space, you can't see more than 30 feet in front of you. So you're using that fog to your advantage. And you come around to the back to where they indicated that Madelon's house would be. And his private residence consists of 2 connected prefabricated modules, rather than just one. Although there is a separate entrance to each module. One of the entrances is painted with an elaborate cityscape in gold above the words, "All are welcome before the master of the first vault." Each entrance has a keypad next to the door. The building is well maintained, but its lights are out and carries a general air of abandonment.
So we're gonna we've got the keypad to his personal residence. It's obviously gonna be this plain-looking one. I doubt the ornate one is the
I would imagine that is for the
roll a
temple.
religion check.
There is no religion check.
There's mysticism and there's culture.
It'd be mysticism.
Or culture.
I'm guessing. Sorry.
Which one?
I think it's gonna be
Probably culture.
Culture.
Yeah, culture.
Say it's culture.
say it's culture.
24.
Yeah.
24.
Yeah. Okay. So you recognize that that's like a normal greeting that's on almost every temple to Abadar. So you can see that that's the temple side of the module, and then his private residence is probably the one that's.
Oh, well, yeah, I would definitely know a temple to Abadar for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, so yeah, we're going in this way. What was that key code again?
Well, actually, I was wondering, and she kind of like eyes fell, and like, do you think maybe you could put your camouflage nature into effect here?
I mean, yeah, if I'd thought about it before, if I wasn't wearing this armor, sure. But right now, as it is, I mean, it covers most of me. So, I tell you what, I can change my face and my hands.
That is less
Everybody
than
quick,
helpful.
what are the rules for donning and doffing armor? We gotta find out.
It takes time. It takes
It's a
real
minute,
time, but I'm
like
not doing
5 minutes or something. Yeah.
I think it's 10. But yeah.
Can we not retcon that? I feel like that's something that we would have said before we left. Like, he made this big thing about that.
Well, that's up to him if he wants to be armorless or not.
Fair.
Yeah, not really. With
Okay.
all these bad guys around, like it was an idea that I had, but probably
That's-
not.
Then he forgot how physics works. And
What even are magnets? Okay, so. All right. So who's
right.
our stealthiest stealther?
Me naked.
I have a 4.
all right, second.
I've got a 7.
I've got a 3.
Oh,
Yeah, Aaron,
Is it me?
for sure.
yeah.
I think it's you. So
It's always me.
I got like a -1, right?
Mikhail, you stay with me.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna go up to the door. I need the keypad. Who took the code?
Oh, we'll say
I'm
you got the code,
Yeah.
right?
Before that, can
okay.
we look around? Can we do like a perception?
Well, I was just going to
or-
ask him. I was going to ask him to make a perception.
All right, I can do that. I have a 10 perception. Get some
Okay, so
19.
I mean, I'm going to let you take 20 on the stealth because there's nobody around. You know what I
Okay.
mean? Like, and so you go up and you look at it and you see that the keypad is like a screen, right? Like a touchpad, but it's completely black. It's like no light up on it. There's no UI on it at all.
Not my area of expertise. Can one of you techies come here and take a look at this thing?
Yeah, let me take a look at it.
Okay. Let me get an engineering check, please.
All right. Get that plus 12 on it for a 27.
27. All right. So you take a look at it and you're like looking around behind you. You see that the main power line has been cut to the building. So the building's not getting any power, and therefore the keypad isn't functioning. And so you can either force the door open or you could try to flip on the auxiliary power.
I'm down for that.
Would we know? Would turning on the auxiliary, whatever, turn the whole place back on?
So the auxiliary power is gonna turn on what Fell would know is that it's gonna just turn on the basic functions of the domicile. So it's not like all the floodlights are gonna come on and everything like that, but it's gonna give like basic power. You know, it's kind of like a
Emergency
backup.
systems.
Yeah, right.
And the doors so you don't get locked in, shit like that.
Right.
So, yeah, Fell's absolutely going to try and do that.
Good looking
So
out.
roll an engineering check to see if you can get it. charged up.
Come on, baby.
Oh,
28.
yeah. 28 is going to get it for sure. So you just like, hey, it's a busted wire. And you kind of just like splice it a little bit and, bypass the main power into the auxiliary, and the light comes on the keypad, and Oren just opens it. The door opens.
All right, so rifle out. I creep in.
Okay, so the interior of the residence is in complete disarray and has plainly and very visibly been thoroughly searched. I mean, you can tell this just from like looking in before you even step in. That's basically all you can see from here.
I think we should all get inside
Yeah, agreed.
and close the door behind us.
As we're moving forward, Ziva's going to use telepathy to say, if for some reason we must use action, let us try and be quiet about it. No gunshots if at all possible.
Okay.
I growl
Who's going
and
in first?
holster my gun.
Who's going in first?
I'll go in first.
Yeah, Oren's already there.
Capture
Oren,
perception.
roll a perception, please.
Oh, come on, perception.
Oh,
no,
no.
it's me.
So Oren steps in, and you feel the floor kind of give a little bit when you step in, and it like sinks a little bit.
I jump back.
Oh, then you don't know what you do right now. You triggered this motherfucker, man. Okay, so
Look out, Adam's triggered.
I'm gonna need you to roll a reflex save.
Okay.
Okay, so you make the
17.
save. You're gonna still take some damage.
Okay. From what?
Let's see here.
Ugh.
So you step on it, and like,
I
just
take
like
half of that. Is that what happens?
yeah, you take half of that. So you step on it, and just like concussive, like sound wave, like force wave, just like erupts from. You feel it from your ankles through your knees as your bones are just rocked all the way up to your pelvis as you take 7 sonic damage.
Jeez.
And then you start to hear an alarm go off.
Fuck.
Oh, my
No.
ears are ringing.
Fel,
Cheese it!
roll an engineering to see if you can cut this alarm off.
All right.
Yeah, this was definitely the low-keyest place to go, right?
And here I wish we were playing 5e. I could use an advantage. Let's see what we get.
Oh, 20!
Fucking A.
All right. So like you kind of see this happening all at the same time, and you pull the aux power. Like as soon as the blast, it's not enough time to like completely subdue the effects of the trap, but like just as it starts going off, you're like, it's like, and you just pull it real quick, and you're kind of just looking around, hoping that nobody heard that first little sound. But yeah, there's as you kind of step off and shake your head, you see that there's like a 5-foot square little pressure plate that has the signature like Aslanti green trim under it.
Damn.
Gee.
I really, really hate these people.
Hey, Oren, you all right,
What?
buddy?
What was that?
And Fel puts his finger over his mouth and is just like, he knows he can't hear him, but he's like, shh.
I can't hear you. You hear Ziva's voice in your head. Please be quiet. Just don't speak. You're very loud.
So how much sound did that concussion actually make? The door was closed behind us.
No, it wasn't.
Was
He
it?
stepped in first. Nobody else got in. He stepped in first. I mean, it wasn't quiet, but it's not like it. I mean, you don't know really. Like, I mean, it was loud to you, you know, but it wasn't loud enough to do damage to you.
Right, but loud enough that we'd be like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, it definitely kind of puts you on edge a little bit, but you did cut the alarm, and after about 30 seconds, you don't hear anything, just kind of like listening, and you don't hear anything approaching, but definitely rattled you a little bit.
The DM reserves the right to bring in enemies as he sees fit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like lean an arm up against the wall and just like sort of like hold my head, like I have a splitting headache all of a sudden.
Oh God.
So I think we ought to look, see if there are any more of those traps.
Yes. Agreed.
All right, so roll perception check. Everybody can go in, or I guess, Oren, you roll one since you're already in, and you're not on a trap right now.
13.
Okay. That's you get the sense that there are no more traps, but you can't really focus on anything else. Somebody else is going to have to come in and like actually search the room, but you're like so narrowly focused on the floor, just like looking all over for more pads, and you don't see one.
Fell's like right behind him, I guess.
Yeah, well, Fell's at the door panel right now.
Okay. Well, Ziva's gonna come up behind you and kind of start scooting in.
Okay.
So do we both make perception or just...
Yeah. Everybody can scoot in, make perception.
Jesus Christ.
Good
Holy
Lord.
crap. All right, Ziva.
You 23.
Ziva with a 23. You just see a bunch of papers everywhere, but you find a report that kind of stands out to you. And it's a report that indicates that several miners were injured in an accident in the Blue Tin Range, but they're expected to make a full recovery. You also see a door that connects into the Temple of Abadar.
Okay. But we don't notice any other traps or anything like that.
No.
Okay. I'm gonna just take that report.
Okay. Just kind of file it away.
Yeah. And just kind of like usher everybody in, and let's go ahead and close the door.
Can I rest for 10 minutes?
Yeah, that's kind
of. I have 1 stamina point.
Do you want to take
Yeah.
that risk?
No.
You did make a
I mean-
sound. That's all I'm
True.
saying.
It's very true, but I only have 1 stamina point.
I know it's a real doozy of a predicament.
You just want to chill out, right, mate?
I just need a minute.
You need 10 of them.
Yeah. You know.
I know. I don't like it.
I mean, I can. If no one else needs to rest, I can rest and they can watch. Right.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We just post up then.
So, yeah, I cut closed the door, cut the auxiliary power, and our power's
Everybody-
already off, but
So, spending a resolve point to regain hit points. How does that work exactly?
Resolve. No, you can't heal hit points.
I mean,
Trying to get-
stamina
Oh,
points.
stamina. So you
Yeah.
can use 1 resolve point to get all your stamina back.
Oh, okay. I definitely want to do that. That's what I want to attempt to do.
I mean, there's no attempt. You can just do
Okay.
it. Or there's no roll, I should say. There's...
he meant the attempt with the short rest.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
so we have 10 minutes where we don't know what's going to go on. I mean, Mike's going to be like right in front of the door we came through. Like,
Yeah, I think
if someone comes through that door, they're faced with Titanium Mike.
I think we're all gonna, take defensive positions and let him kind of like sit down and collect himself.
Okay. What about, would one of y'all want to check out the temple while he's resting? Nope.
No.
Yeah, you definitely should. Someone definitely should. Yep. Someone
There's
definitely
gonna be
needs
more
to.
I'm being a bodyguard.
Okay.
That's what I'm doing.
I'll do it.
All right. I'll go with the 2 Z's can
All right.
team up.
The Z Squad.
Z squad.
Z Squad.
Z Squad.
That's a different
Alright.
game.
I really want to perceive the fuck out of everything as we're going along. Like,
All right, so let's get a perception on the
Hit
door.
Receive the
connect-
shit out of
Let's
it.
get a perception on the door that connects.
Okay.
Oh my god,
roll.
no.
an 8.
Yeah, you can roll. We got a
18.
Natural
That's
one.
better than a 8.
I got a natural one, so yeah.
So it's an unlocked door, and it has a picture of a golden key on it. And it does not, you don't see any wires leading to it or anything like that. It does not appear trapped.
Okay.
Would either of us know, like, does that key mean anything special? Like the image?
Yeah, your boy is like, Oren's like, yeah, this is all.
This is Abadar.
The standard stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then you can step in. And then I would like you guys, you step in and you see like several simple benches and an altar bearing Abadar's holy symbol of a golden key. The chapel has also been searched, but it doesn't look like it was as thoroughly ransacked as Madelon's living quarters. Both y'all roll a perception.
13.
Jesus.
Yeah, okay.
9's not going to get it.
So you can, Zeno, you can at least determine that there are no traps in here, but you might want to call for some help to dig in.
Yeah, Ziva just kind of keeps looking back over her shoulder. She's distracted.
All right. I suggest to Ziva, I suppose that you could use your mind abilities to call for more assistance.
That's very, very good. And she's just kind of reach out and be like, Fel, could you join us, perhaps?
And,
doesn't he have a good perception?
It's +5.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, that's fine.
It might take care of Oren here. I gotta go join them.
So to be clear, it's just me in the doorway.
No, you've got
him.
Yes.
It's just me protecting him.
There is just
it's
one
fine.
doorway, correct?
I'm a professional bodyguard.
Yeah, we're not far.
Right.
We're not far away.
Hey, how far would you say, Adam? Like, what's the span of this room? Like,
well, see, so like you guys went in this door here, and you're connecting here.
Mm-hmm.
So you're at the entrance to Madelon's private quarters is at one end, and you go all the way back the shotgun, and it connects in an L to the temple.
yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, it's wherever you guys want to be, really.
No, how long?
How long is Madelon's private quarters?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, they're like, I think they're, I don't want to tell you wrong, but you know, the size of a single
40 feet, something like that.
like trailer house, you know, like
Yeah.
Like one whole trailer.
yeah, however long, you know,
a
a regular
trailer.
shipping crate is, you know.
Trailer long. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, within like
They
one-
come in 20
one round.
They come in 20 feet and 40 feet. So let's say
40 feet.
say
Yeah.
40 feet.
Yeah. 40
Look at
feet.
me, knowing stuff.
Look at Google, low and stuff.
Okay. Well, okay, so actually Ziva's gonna come back out as Fel's going in and just kind of come midway down just to kind of keep an eye on Mike
Okay.
in that situation. So yeah.
Okay. So Fel, you go in.
Yep.
Okay. You get that perception.
All right. 10.
Yeah. You might have to come back another day, team, unless
I mean, when we finish the 10 minutes, I can check it out.
all right, so you guys are just looking through and you're sitting there and you're just like, oh man, just like trying to get yourself together, like the ring starts to finally fade.
Yeah.
You know?
Brutal.
You are, and you're like, oh gosh, okay. So but you feel re-energized and you see all your companions just kind of bumbling around in the temple, like completely
I'm not.
well, yeah, like you know,
They're just like holding up a book. Like, what is this?
They're
Yeah,
like
Oren-
they're looking at pews like, what are these?
Yeah.
What analog contraption is
I've,
this?
I've, lit-
thing.
I've literally
Isn't
got
it
a
thing?
cannon to the door of the entrance. Just
Yeah, you're just
waiting.
holding it there. Yeah,
Yeah, so I
Ziva
mean,
just got her knife out.
I'll go take a look. And I'm loath to step into a chapel of Abadar, but
Okay.
I go in. 13, come on.
All right, I'm gonna give you who has the best perception. Y'all are gonna get one more check.
That's me. I have a +10 to perception.
All right,
Yeah.
roll one more time.
Come on.
There we go.
21.
There we go.
Yeah.
That will do it. So you're just like really looking. You're like the first time with that 13, you're looking and you're like, oh man, I'm really just not comfortable in here. But you shake it off and you really look. And behind the altar, you see a little hidden niche behind the golden key. And inside, you see a data pad. So for now,
hand it off.
Yeah. Okay. So you hold it off, or you hand it off. It's a tier 2. Who do you hand it off to? I'm assuming to the techno.
Zeno. Yeah.
Zeno. Straight up, you recognize this is a tier 2 data pad. It's worth about 300 credits. If you would like to, what do you want to do with it?
I'd like to see if it's unlocked. If it's
it is not unlocked. So you open it and it comes up with like, typical security start screen.
All right. Well,
do you think we can take it with us?
It says welcome, Madelon. Please enter password.
Require hacking check.
Right,
Hacker man!
No.
Hacker man!
No.
Let me get a computers.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Sure.
Little computers check.
So the base DC to hack a computer is equal to 13 plus 4 per tier.
The mainframe.
So with that 26, it was a DC 21 check.
Oh, sweet. You
open it up and you see that it was like last on a video transmission. And it's like a recording of Madelon talking to Sedona. And just as you're about to hit play on that, the door kicks in. 3 Aslanti guards are there. And we'll see you.
Oh my!
Into the chapel? I didn't even
no,
think about that door.
No, not the chapel. The other.
The mic zone?
Yeah.
Wait, he kicked